So now that we have a pair of speakers sitting here, we're going to add to that scene that we're going to eventually keyshot. Like I said before, I want to make a little table, little short table with a receiver, and then we're going to want to make some lines that actually go to the speakers themselves, so it looks like they're being powered. So let's go ahead and pick our center plane right here. Hit sketch. And let's get a front view here. And we're just going to do a really simple geometric table. Nothing too fancy that's going to take away from the look of these speakers. Something very simple. So go ahead and pick your square tool. Let's center this. So get the midpoint and that plane, make it coincident. And we're going to exit out of the sketch now. So once again, I like to usually do an extrusion from the midplane. So go ahead and hit your midplane. We're not merging this with anything. Go ahead and make it as big as you think it should be. In this case, I'm going to just make a kind of thin one. Go ahead and hit OK. And that should be a nice little tabletop for our speaker receiver to sit on. Now we're going to want to make some legs. There's a few different ways you can do some legs. The fastest way for us to get this done will just be an extrusion with a little bit of some draft to give it some visual enhancements, kind of like these legs are doing on the speakers themselves. So go ahead and pick the bottom of that tabletop. We're going to open up a sketch on that. So open up a little circle. These are going to end up being little pointed legs. Go ahead and exit that sketch. Let's go to a front view. So now we're going to extrude this without merging. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to hit our draft tool. Now this made an extreme cone right there. But what we can do is we can play with the degrees of draft to get the look that we're going for here. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit slighter than 35 degrees, which is a lot. And let's extend this a little bit further. We want it to be as close and parallel to this other floor speaker as much as possible. Go ahead and hit OK. Now we only have to make one of these. We're going to use that mirror tool again to develop all four for this table. So we're going to come up here and we're going to hit that mirror tool again. Find a plane that you want to mirror that piece off of. Go ahead and deselect what's going on in the features. Again, we're going to use the body to be mirrored. Go ahead and hit OK. Now that we have two of them, now we can start mirroring two. Go ahead and hit mirror again. We're going to go off of that center line that everything's being referenced off of now. Go ahead, deselect what's going on over here. And pick both these legs. Hit OK. And now we have a nice little table that matches the rest of the scene that we're going to be developing.